Hi guys, very good evening to all of you. Welcome to the video number 415. My name is Ajay, and in this video today we are going to talk about how to create the calendars in the user form. Now we are going to actually talk about the Excel VBA user forms, and you can see that's my channel name. If you are new to the channel, youtube.com/c/Ajay Kumar Parmar, and in this channel you will find 415 videos, and these all videos are divided into four categories: Excel VBA, MS Access, and Access VBA. Welcome to the channel, and of course many of you have written me the emails, and I saw a couple of comments as well that from the last 2 weeks actually I was not able to upload the videos, and usually I upload the videos like on every alternate day. So I'm so sorry for that. I was kind of little occupied with the couple of things, and I really couldn't get the time, and also my this laptop's actually mic was not working. So anyways, I'm back guys, and again we are going to start these MIS the videos once again for you. And when I started this channel 2 years back, I just had one ambition that I would like to give as much information on Excel VBA, Access, and Access VBA as I know, and as I know from you, because when you write your emails, comments, what I do is I upload the videos. I try to share it with my community, and I'm just trying to give little bit back, because I had learned so many things from so many people, so just trying to help you all. So with that said, let's start this today's video, amazing video. We are going to talk about the calendars, and so there are basically two calendars which we are going to talk in the user user form, Excel user form. And just in case if you as I said, if you're new to the channel, maybe if you're following the channel but you do not know that we already had a user form series, so what you can do is you can go to my this playlist, and here you will get to see 45 different playlists on the Access VBA, Excel, and Excel VBA, right? So you need to scroll it down and you need to find it out. There is a playlist called Excel VBA user forms, right? Let me show you. It must be somewhere here. Okay, that's it. So guys, when you click on this this Excel VBA user form, what will happen, you will get to see 13 amazing videos on the user forms, right? Part 1, part 2, part 3, sort of that, and you can go and start your learning from there. So today in this video we're going to talk about the calendars, how to insert the calendars, and then what are the different types of the calendars, and of course how to link that, how to use it from the Excel, right? So first of all, I just go ahead quickly and I click on the insert. We're going to create the user form, and in the this is how the user form gets created. If you don't see this the toolbox, no worries, just go back and click on the view and go here in the toolbox. That's important. Now in my previous videos which I was telling you about the user form, I talked about this label, I talked about this text box, I had talked about the combo box, I had talked about the list box, and I think checkbox as well, and my last actually the video was on the multi-page, right? If I remember correct, then that this is the control which I talked about. So today we are going to talk about this one, which is the the date picker, right? So if you can see here that it shows as a date picker over here, and but don't be surprised if you don't see it, because this generally doesn't come here by default, right? So if I just delete this, let me first delete this date picker, DT picker. Now this is how your actually window is going to look like. So what you need to do is in this toolbox, just right click and go to the additional controls, and now a library would come in front of you, and this is how it looks like. And by the way, I'm using Excel 2016 guys, and I think in 2013 and 10 as well, it works the same way. So what you need to do is you need to find out that date picker which starts with this Microsoft Date and Time Picker Control 6.0, right? Now I must tell you one thing, very important information. When actually I was working on this Date and Time Picker, this library wasn't there. It wasn't there at all, right? And then I did some googling, and I found that you can actually download this Date and Time Picker library from the internet, from the Microsoft website. So if I just click here, let me show you. Look at this. This is a file name which is mscomct2.ocx. so you need to download this file in case if you don't see this. library over here, right? It's very simple. You just go there on the search on this by the library, download, and go to the reliable link, and you can download it from there. And what you need to do is you need to save that this in the C drive, Windows syswow 64. I'm using 64-bit. If you're using 32-bit, then in this sys folder you get to see there a folder called I think it's sys32, right? So just save that file there, right? This is mscomc2.ocx file. You need to install that file, you need to download that file, and then on that particular link you will also see that there is 1 or 2 lines in the DOS command, which I will be telling you in the end of this video, that how to basically register this file. Once you download it, you need to go to your this command box and cmd, that DOS basically the command, and you need to write one register command, which is going to register this library, and then you would start seeing this date and time picker in this library, right? That's very simple. I'll talk about in the end of the video, but right now if you see this, not a problem, just check mark this and click OK. Now when you do that, you see that the date picker is coming here. So now what we're going to do is I just click here like any other control, I'm going to actually drag it here. Now that's how your date picker looks like. So obviously I would like to keep it in this way, and now if I just run it, I want to show you how it looks like. So guys, this is how you can see that it's beautiful, right? You can actually choose the calendar for the dates, so you don't have to write the text boxes in the user forms. If you are a beginner, or if you are an intermediate level of the developer, and if you have a dates to work with, and I think in Excel, when you do the data analysis, you get to see, data analysis always happens most of the times on the months, the quarter, quarterly performance, yearly performance, and you need the dates. Every data actually has the dates. It's very hard for me to think the data without the dates, because every company, every organization, they want to see their progress, they want to see where they are lacking behind and where they are actually progressing, and this is all something which directly you can actually if you have the dates, then you can do it. Otherwise you can't do that, right? Dates can be converted into months, date can be converted into years and quarters. That's all different thing, but dates are must, right? Every data has a date most of the time. So this is how the calendar is there, and you can see here that you can just quickly scroll here and you can go to any calendar, any month, any year, right? That's how this date picker looks like, right? Now not only this, you can further go ahead and customize this. Just select this. When you select this control, go to the view, or maybe you can press the shortcut key called F4, as you can see in front of this. Now you can here create your customize it. You can give it a different color. For example, if I'm going to give this sort of color, this calendar, the back color, and then faux color. Maybe faux color means that whatever the color you will choose, that's going to be actually shown in this the particular text. So now when I just run this, I show you, look at this. Do you see that your text, your dates, they are coming in the different font, the font which you selected, the blue one, and this is the calendar background color is also changed, right? So I personally, if you ask me, then I really don't like to do any changes here, but still one of my favorite is that I can give it a black, this sort of this back color, and I can make my faux color as a white, right? So that's how it's going to look like. Let me show you. If I just click here, that's how this is how the calendar is going to look like, right? You can further go ahead and do the other things. For example, when I select this, then you can see that this is the calendar title back color. So a lot of things you can do this. This is more of a research and development R&D kind of a topic, so I leave it to you. You can scroll, go through all these options one by one. And by the way, this is a font which is you can change it. That's very important for you. You can make it maybe bold, and you can maybe choose this, let's say Times New Roman, and if you just click OK, that's how it looks like. You can see that this is how it's gonna look like. You can increase the size of this font as well, or it's all up to you, right? Now one of the very interesting thing here is that if you just scroll it down, you get to see here the max date and the min date. So I can also restrict this. For example, what if I want that the user should not be able to choose any date which is beyond this 1st January and the 31st of December of this year? Then what you can do is you can simply go and you can write here 2017, and Then I can write here, this is the max date and the minimum date is 1st January 2017, right? So now what will happen when you're going to do this sort of stuff, let me just run this calendar, and now if you look at this, if I go this after December, it's not allowing me, right? That's wonderful. You can restrict your user, right? So chances of using the wrong calendar, I think further you can diminish it, because if your user is supposed to, let's say, select the date, maybe today date, and he's choosing the wrong year, well, I know that, I mean, that's also very, chances are very less, because obviously one has to go to the, if I go and click here only, then I will be able to see the 2018, right? But still, I mean, you can, if you want to restrict, it's always good to know the features. At least when you know the features, you can use them, and if you don't use them, that's also a, there's nothing wrong about it. So as you can see here, I have totally restricted this. So that's how you use the date picker, guys, right? DT picker. Now not only this, I have created it, so obviously there is some reason for that. You can link this with your projects, with your dashboards. I'm gonna show you that how you can actually link this with the Excel. So let's say I just go and click on the toolbox, and I'm going to create here command button. So let me just create the command button over here. That's my command button. I press F4 and I'm going to change this to caption box. If you don't know what are the command buttons basically are the buttons which if you click, the macro runs. So basically your most of the programming in the user forms that goes behind this submit button, right? So I talked about this in my one of the series in the user forms, which I was showing you in the beginning. You can go there and you can learn. But right now what we're going to do is, so I just double click here, and this is going to take you to the command button click. So what we are saying is that whenever the user clicks on this button, what should happen? So let's say I want to link the range A1 cell. So that's how you can link this cell with, you can say that range A1 dot value equals to me dot DT picker. That's the name of my this calendar. You can change that, but I haven't changed it, so that's how it's going to be. So you can write here value, right? And let me just increase the width of this, because date is going to otherwise not be visible here. It's not going to be visible. And what else you can do? Well, you can do a lot of stuff here. There are so many properties here, but I think you would like to use maybe sort of this property month, if you want to know the month. Or maybe what else we have, maybe we have a day. Yeah, day is also there, day of week is also there. So I can show you all the options one by one. So let me just copy and paste it here. So here we're going to actually make it day of week, that's there. And then here let's say we're going to show it as a month, right? So these are the 4 properties I'm using, and I'm going to simply change this to A2, and this is going to be A3 obviously, and this is going to be A4, right? That's how, guys, it is. This is how we're going to actually write these things. And let me just increase the font, maybe in case if you have a little difficulty in viewing it, let me increase the font size. Yeah. So this is how I have made the code, and I'm just going to put the break code here. Let's run this and let us see what it is going to give us. So I select today this 13th of June, and I submit it. Now we're going to run it. So the first thing which I should be able to see is 13th of June should come here, right? And as you can see here, guys, the 13th of June is coming. Now what is the day? So day, I think it has to be 13. Let me see that. So there we go, we have the 13 and then the day of the week. Now day of the week, because today is Tuesday, so Tuesday I guess it should give me if it is going to consider Sunday as as 1, then it should be 3, right? Let me see, otherwise it should be 2. Alright, so it's going to give me the 3, because Sunday is 1, Monday is 2, and Tuesday is 3. Perfect. And what is the month? Well, month we already know it's going to be 6. So that's how, guys, you can use this calendar. Right now there is one more calendar actually which is my personal favorite. If you just go to the view and click on this toolbox again, right click here and go to the additional controls. So I'll show you that's again starts with the Microsoft. So just press M and see that where you have those Microsoft libraries. So I just scroll it down because I think it starts with the yeah, month view. That's it. This is the one, guys. Microsoft month view control 6.0, and this is the library MSCO mc2 .ocx, the same library. So you will get to see once you install this, you download this from the net, right? So press OK, and there we go. Now you get to see here the month view. Some people also use this month view, like I use this, right? So both the options are good, provided you should know that. Now if I create this month view and if I run this, see what happens. So basically the difference is that this is when you click on here, so it saves a lot of space. If your user form has a lot of controls, I think to avoid the space, unnecessary space, maybe you can go for the date picker. So you can select here, and that's how it expands. So you can further go and add many controls over here. You can pull up this command button over here. You can just fix it here, because this is not going to supersede this the date picker. But on the other hand, this the calendar control, this is going to be like this is already expanded, so one has to scroll it like that only, right? So this will be available here. So that's the only difference, and there's nothing else. To my best knowledge, I mean to say. But yes, you can also customize this. Just select this and press F4, and down from here you can choose the back color. If you want to give like sort of, let's say, this back color, and you want to maybe give the font color as something else, maybe you want to give this inactive border, you can see that the colors are changing, right? So I mean, it's all up to you how you actually want to do that. And here you can see this month back color, so you can further go and change this. That's how it looks like, guys, right? So these are the options, and I think you have the option here of that the maximum value and the minimum value as well. Yeah, that's the max date is there, right? And the min date is there. So same way you can use that as well. So choice is yours. I have talked I thought, like, let me put both the options in front of you. So these are both the options, and when you click on the submit, similarly you will have to link this calendar as well, right? Now coming to the point where I was talking about that if you don't see this library, right, when you go to the view and you click on this the toolbox, so the toolbox is not coming. Let me just click back here on the form. Okay, and let's go back here, toolbox, there we go. Now if you don't see this, then what you need to do is, now first of all I'll take you back to the library name, right? So we're going to note down the name of the library. So what is my library name? Let me just write it down. So when I select that, it shows me where it is, right? mscomc2.ocx, right? So if I just go and let me just write this in my notepad. I'm going to actually start from the scratch. I'm going to tell you all the instructions so that you should not face any problem. So this is my basically library, mscomc2.ocx. okay, now what you can do is you can just copy this, and I can go in the Google. So this is what I have written here, the file name or .ocx register for the calendar, user form VBA, and I get to see a lot of links here. You can go to any of the links. So for example, if I just go ahead and maybe I click on this link, and so if you just scroll it down here, you would get to see so many things here. Let me just tell you what exactly you need to do. Maybe this is not the link. I would like to go and further, maybe I just go and click here on this particular one, and let's see. Now this is not also the one. Let me just again search this one, and maybe I can, let me see that. So just give me a second. I remember that how to basically register that, or maybe I can do one thing. I can go and check another link. Yeah, that's the one, I think. Yeah, so that's a link. You go there. Well, you don't have to, I mean, you can search it, but I'm just going to explain you what you need to do. So when you scroll it down, guys, so first of all, what you need to do, you need to download this particular library which I was talking about, right? That you can download it. I mean, just search for this library and you will be able to download it. Then what is the next thing? Actually, the important thing which you need to do is, once you have this, for example, when I was showing you this, it was coming here in C drive Windows sys. So when I go here in my C drive, if I go in my C drive, oops, I think I just used the wrong slash. Okay, so when I go in my this C drive and then Windows, so this is my Windows, and then I go here in this sys library. You see that it's actually sys wow 64 because I'm using 64-bit. You should go in the 32.1, and then here if I look at back here, you know, this is the library mscom. So I just press mscom. Let me see that. Yeah, there we go. So this is the basically the file, you know, which you need to download from the net if you don't have it. Once you download it, what you need to do is, I'm just going to actually copy this path, and you go here and, you know, here, so you can write here a cmd, which is a command prompt, and then the command prompt would come here and just run this as right click and run as administrator, right? So now we're gonna run the couple of the commands. Do you want to allow this app? Well, you can click on the yes, that's fine. The window would come here. Now what you need to do is, this is what you need to follow. Let me show you. Now they say that first of all you need to provide the admin password if you're not logged in. Well, this is my own laptop, so I'm the admin of it, right? That's why I said that run it as an admin. Now this is the line, guys, which you need to write. You need to change the directory cd, right? So I'm just going to copy this. Let's see if I can copy this. Yeah, so I just copy this, and first of all I change the directory because I have to go there, right? That's how the directory, you know, you see that it is changed. Now the next line which you need to write, this is the one, right? You can pause the video and you can see that this is the line, you know, we're going to register this, and then you need to write basically that the file name, you know, that OCX file name, right? So I already copied that, so that's what I actually, you know, need to paste it here. And the moment you press enter, you know, when you're gonna press enter, it should actually, in my case it is already installed, but in your case it should show you as installed successfully, right? And just in case if you guys get some problem in doing that step by step, then you know what you can do is you can simply go and, you know, copy this in this way, and then you can, you know, you can write this in one line as well, like this: svr 32 and msco tmct2.ocx. Somebody was telling me that when he written these two lines he was not able to register that, but when he written everything in the one line, you know, it was able to register that library. So anyways, that's fine. I mean, this is very simple thing. You just need to write this, and once it is done, you will be prompted that it's done, right? And by the way, what you need to if you want to see that, you know, how we got to this link, I just actually written on the Google the name of this library, right? msco tmct2.ocx, register for the calendar user form VBA, right? So you will get any link and just go there and install it. Once you get that installed, this is the date and the time picker, you know, time picker control, and the other one which I was talking about, the another calendar control, that is also going to show up by default, right? So that's it. I think, yeah, that's the one, month view control, right? So this is all about actually, guys, this calendars, and the last part was very important because I had spent almost 30 minutes on that when I was actually trying to use that, but I couldn't find it. So I went to the net and I searched, I read some good articles, and then finally I found it, right? So I hope you enjoyed this session, and as always, please do support my channel, because if you will not subscribe to the channel, then that means that, you know, the purpose, the ambition, you know, the reason behind uploading these videos, that something is not going to be met, and which will eventually, you know, stop me from uploading the videos. So with that said, and also as always, that I will be talking about something more exciting in my next video. I'll see you soon. You have a fantastic learning. Thank you so much, guys.